So here's where we are. Janey is now the 6th candidate in the race, along with Michelle Wu, Andrea Campbell, Anissa Asaibi-George, John Santiago, and John Barros. WBZ political analyst Jon Keller joins us now to take a look at the state of the race. And John, how much of an edge do you think Janey has here that she can gain over the field from her time over the next several months as acting mayor?
A huge edge, Paula, and we don't need to speculate about that. All we need to do is look back to 1993, when another relatively unknown district councilor named Tom Menino became acting mayor because he was the city council president. He didn't become acting mayor till mid-July. In 2 short months, he topped the ticket in the preliminary, and he romped in the final election in November. That's the advantage that being in the mayor's seat, whether you're acting or not, can give you. The ability to get on TV, to be above the fold in the morning paper the next day, pretty much any day you want to, as long as you're creative about how you're making news. And I would add, acting Mayor Janey takes over at a time when there's a lot of news to be made out of City Hall over the coming months. You're talking about recovery from the health and economic impact of the pandemic, and at a time when there's going to be a lot of federal and state money flowing down to the city to help with those projects. So she's in the driver's seat for now, but the race is just beginning, Paula.
Yeah. So, John, if you're one of the other candidates who declared months ago, how does Janey entering the field complicate the path forward for those other candidates and their campaigns?
Well, again, Paula, I would go back to the Menino race, his first election in 1993. He became, when he was sworn in as acting mayor, the city's first Italian-American mayor. Very important voting bloc. Several other Italian-Americans in that race back in '93. But Menino, by virtue of being the first, being history-making, just won over a lot of those votes, and the other candidates could never play catch-up. This is the problem confronting, for instance, Andrea Campbell's candidacy, not to mention the others who are all interested in getting at least a share of the black vote in the city come the fall. They're going to have to do it at the expense of something of an iconic figure by virtue of her historic ascension to the mayor's office. It's a tough situation for them, no doubt about it, Paula.
All right, WBZ political analyst Jon Keller, thanks so much.